What's up, guys? How's it going?
Last night during the big old sports ball contest of champions, we got our first look at Solo, a Star Wars story.
And then today, Monday, we got the very first full teaser trailer. So we're going to break them both down for you today. Let's get into it.
Okay, guys, we're going to get things started off with the TV spot that aired during the Super Bowl. Go ahead and get that going, Tom. This, obviously, like the trailers start off the same way, and it looks like a shot inside the Falcon, of course.
Trust me, you're gonna love it.
And this, I'm gonna pause it. That is not this shot in particular. If you go back a couple frames to the shot of the Star Destroyer, that is an epic shot if I've ever seen one. There it is, right there.
Right there.
Yeah, that is a beast. We also see a new TIE fighter in there. I've seen, that one right in the center with the very first ordery looking red, like the silencer looking cockpit. Now, like the little node, the extra like thing next to the
See if I can
wing.
get it close enough.
Yeah, there we
right
go.
There.
Perfect. That's a surprisingly generous
Thank
lighting
you.
of that. But yeah, I've seen that speculated. I know Star Wars Explained obviously has some of the better videos you can find of anything breaking down Star Wars, where he was expecting maybe that could be extra sensor technology, which would make sense. Like if this is the Kessel Run, like it looks like it very well like it may be. You're gonna need that kind of stuff in the Kessel Run. In Legends, I believe it was a series of black holes that made that trip so difficult. But if not this trailer, but the next one is anything to go off, which obviously we'll get to, it might be living creatures that might be the issue.
Yes.
Might be some big old Cloverfield-looking beasts, which is very relevant.
Yeah, very relevant. Very relevant.
And moving forward, we'll probably get going here.
All right, let's play it.
And which branch are you interested in joining?
I love go back.
Hang on, yeah.
Like I love the droid on the right. Like that dude is so shocked by that explosion. The other's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Oh my god!"
The one on the left, like, is just like, oh, just another Thursday.
Yeah. So yeah, like I don't. This is obviously just your little like action sequence, chase scene kind of looking thing.
Interesting looking speeder. Never seen
Very
one of these
interesting.
before.
And it looks like it actually did it not like separate off of another part of a vehicle like seconds earlier too, or is
Did
that
it?
something we see in the other trailer? Yeah, like right there.
Come on. Oh, Han Solo's gloves. Damn it. If you hit the down arrow. Have we gotten this far yet?
We're so far past this.
So you want to make a difference? Yeah. Trust
My
me,
bad,
you're
guys. I
gonna
won't hit
love
the
it.
down arrow again.
Just quick.
You interested in joining?
There we go.
Right there.
Okay, yeah. So Han Solo is wearing his Han Solo gloves. You see him taking those off in A New Hope. Honestly, that's not the side that I was expecting to detach from that, though.
Yeah, because it looks like you would think the rounded side would be the side that is on the outside.
Right.
But I mean, it's Star Wars. Things look tacky as hell intentionally.
Yeah. He wants to be a pilot. I actually am wondering, the more and more, like, even the first time I saw this, I was like, he wants to be a pilot. Is this, like, actually his origin story, or is this, like a heist of some
Is
kind?
this already
this,
part
like,
of the scam?
Yeah, is this a scam or something?
Yeah, we know from the comics that he did get married long before he met Leia as part of a scam.
Right.
And in Legends, he also has he has an Imperial backstory. He was in the Imperial Academy for like 5 years, and it was in the act of rescuing Chewie from slavery that he was actually kicked out. But it's very possible that they're just kind of playing off that expectation, and he's actually just already performing a scam. We also know that he's been running, scams in the street since he was 9. And Lawrence Kasdan has already spoken about the movie, saying that in this movie, it's about 10 years before A New Hope, and if he's 29 in A New Hope, he's about 19 in this. He's still a kid, essentially.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's technically an adult, but hardly.
And I can tell you right now, like, 19-year-old me looks nothing like 29-year-old me.
Yeah, like
And I can actually tell you that.
yeah, it's true. Like, I mean,
So.
I'm 27, and when I was 17, I was getting in a whole bunch of trouble. Which, I mean, this dude kind of does it his whole life. Like, yeah, like if I was still doing what I was doing when I was 17, I wouldn't be here right now.
The Conja
Probably.
Club.
Yeah, like to the till the bitter end, that dude's getting in trouble.
Oh yeah. The inside of the Falcon looks so clean. It's like almost it's too clean. I'm not sure I like it.
Yeah, I don't like it that way. I mean, it's fine, but
very white. Like, could you imagine? Like, you couldn't touch these walls with anything.
this is a cool shot. This shot actually reminds me a lot of Hoth.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is just going off the color scheme and what we know of Kessel and like seeing Kessel in Rebels and stuff like that. This is probably Kessel. This is probably like near the spice mines or whatever. But that shot just reminds me so much of when Han turns to look up at Chewie working on the Falcon.
Yep.
And like even like down to the coat. Like I don't care. The dude, yeah, sure, he doesn't look exactly like Harrison Ford, but he pulls it off like not bad.
Yeah, it's
not bad.
It's damn close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with it so far.
Yeah, no one is Harrison Ford. Like that's something that people kind of need to just grasp that concept.
Right.
Harrison Ford is Harrison Ford. And this movie's happening, dude.
Yeah.
Like get over it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Amelia
So
Clarke.
Amelia Clarke coming in.
Kira.
Oh. Do we know this droid's name yet?
That's probably something we probably should have looked into. But
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. I'm sure if I'm wrong.
I did
people
hear
let me know.
that, like people speculating about who is playing that character, but I've never heard that character's name said.
No, yeah, that's true.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that we don't actually know the name of this character yet.
True.
And dude, got it. Dope.
The train is sweet. I think I just burped in the microphone, so I'm sorry about that. I'm not that sorry about it. I would like to point out the fact that this train has some really counterintuitive banking.
Yeah.
It's like super leaning the wrong way, unless it's out of control already.
That is true. It could
If
be
that
out of
thing
control.
if that is, which is very possible because we're gonna see a shot in a couple seconds that looks like they might be trying to pull off a heist of this train, and we get a couple hints of that elsewhere. And like the red cockpit thing is definitely a new signature of the Disney Lucasfilm.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Okay,
Woody
so we
Harrelson.
got Woody Harrelson here. I almost said Woody Nelson. I was like, that's not a real dude at all.
Willow Nelson.
Yeah. All right, so
those little like spire things next to him are definitely interesting. They have some
you
sort
can
of
see some type of writing here.
yeah, and
There's a triangle right here. They're
that's
like all jagged, and they have lines going up and down them all the way up. So interested to figure out what those are all about.
if we even do.
Yeah, if we even do, I'd be
Then-
okay with some things being
I would
left
love
a mystery. So
Yeah, I would love to find out what they are and have it not be at all
is there
relevant
like a
to
little
the
tiny
story.
ring at the top of this?
There is a little ring at the top of that, and that I'd be hard pressed to tell you what that's for, unless it's for dropping it off and picking it up.
Oh, interesting.
It looks quite heavy though.
It does look quite heavy. All right, looks like we're having dope party. Everybody looks like they're having a good time.
We got the Twi'leks, which is really cool, and we got this dude on the right here that looks like he's a construction worker that found his way into the wrong party.
You're right. Oh my god, it looks like a
obviously
safety
I'm
vest.
talking about bloop bloop this guy right here. But yeah, the Twi'leks, which is really cool to see some of the aliens come back. It'd be cool to see a Twi'lek main character, like I don't know, say maybe Hera,
Yeah,
like pop up and.
we had been speculating that Hera would be played by Amelia Clarke in this movie because that would have been awesome.
Yeah, obviously not the case, but that would have been really
Obviously
cool.
not the case, but we were holding out hopes for that. So look at that dress, dude.
It just it's
What
like
is on her face?
I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's a musical thing.
Like a Star Wars harmonica or something?
Yeah, and like I don't know, she got like this like weird like typewriter thing looking on her head too. And go look at that gross jar of whatever next to her too. I want to know what that creature is. Reminds me of the things that I don't know. It reminds me of the things that Jabba eats out of, but it's obviously not quite the same.
Right. Okay, so we're on top of the train now. Is that Woody Harrelson or is that
I don't know. The
is
hair,
that Han?
you know, the hair does look kind of short. So it kind of does make me think that it's Woody Harrelson's. And is he dual wielding?
It looks like he might be dual wielding.
Dual wielding. Yeah, so he's
Yes.
dual wielding, and we don't see Han do that. Which
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen Han
I don't
do
think
that.
we've seen him do it. So I mean, it took us like 40 years to see him wield the bowcaster. And this is
blocking blaster bolts here with those blade shields.
and this is clearly Osiris from Destiny 2.
Dude, no, he looks like a fallen.
In this shot, he does.
So I mean, like that's what I thought. Like when I first
Yeah.
saw it, I was like, "Damn, somebody's been playing Destiny." Okay, so now we got a closer look. That actually does look like. Is that Han?
It is very hard to tell.
Yeah. Well, that's
Oh.
clearly Lando.
That is Lando.
Oh,
I've believe it or not, I have seen a couple people say he looks nothing like Lando.
are you kidding
You
me?
have got to be kidding me. Like, what? Like, again, I don't get PSA. Like, these people are being played by actors that are not them. Like,
If you didn't know that,
if you didn't know that, like, this movie only came out, 40 years after A New Hope, 41 years after A New Hope. Like,
these
sure,
actors can't be
yeah, and why would they?
like scaled down in age.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're not gonna do like the whole CGI making these people younger. It would be ridiculous anyway, because you'd have to make Harrison Ford so much thinner,
Yeah.
and like probably and Billy D. Williams too. I'm sure. Like,
Oh yeah, Billy D. Williams like gained a lot of weight, so like he would be required to slim back down for sure.
but like, I know a lot of people are always like, no one asked for this movie, and I mean, I didn't even ask for this movie.
Yeah,
But
I don't think like there's been a lot. I wasn't asking for this movie.
yeah, I wasn't asking for it, but there's so many videos already up on YouTube that are like, where Solo: A Star Wars Story went wrong. Movie is not out yet.
Yeah.
Movie's not. I mean, it's close as far as like big picture, like in like the production scheme of a movie, but like the movie is like still months away, and this movie, the trailers give me nothing to say is bad about it.
Right.
Like, no red flags. Maybe like I could see maybe it not getting someone super interested in it, but I didn't go into these trailers expecting to like them as much as I did.
Right.
And we'll move on, but
Okay.
especially once we get to the real trailer, we got a little more to go
These
on.
flashes of light on Lando's face actually kind of reminds me of like maybe something is being like welded.
Yeah, I thought
And
about that too.
this could be maybe if he's adding like any modifications to the Falcon before
Yeah.
we even leave. Maybe this is that
Like
scene.
that nose piece or something?
Yeah, maybe that nose piece.
Maybe.
So
And there we are.
Your name?
Pause. That looks like Han Solo to me. Like,
yeah.
it's like it's a 92% likeness at this point.
Yes, there are voice actors like who's that? Jamie Costa, who can.
Yeah.
He's
They
like
do-
really good impressions, but they didn't need an impression of Han Solo from A New Hope. They needed Han Solo 10 years before that.
Exactly. The Han Solo in Solo: A Star Wars Story is not the Han Solo that you know. He is intentionally going to be different. And we don't need someone doing an impression of Han Solo. We need someone to be Han Solo, but a Han Solo that we are unfamiliar with. And that's a concept that I don't think a lot of people are going to get, and they're going to just completely rail this movie because of it.
I think so too.
And I don't even think a lot of it's going to come down to the movie itself. I think it's going to come down to how Alden portrays him, and the portrayal of him. It may very well be why he needed the acting coach, because he was stuck in doing an impersonation of Han Solo.
Right.
And
He needed to take the character and make it his own.
exactly, like,
A younger, like more immature version of
yeah, again,
the guy that he's already used to doing.
it comes down to that whole who were you 10 years ago. That probably bounces back and forth a lot with how old you are. But this is a great age for Han Solo to be someone different.
Right.
He's 29 and
He's still growing up, still figuring out who
Exactly.
he is. you
He's
know?
19 in this movie, roughly. If what Kasdan was saying a couple years ago is still accurate, which this is the last Star Wars movie that he wrote. So, and like it's supposed to be his last one, like for forever. By the way, Kasdan has a pretty good record with Star Wars
Yeah,
movies.
pretty good track record.
So, trust in it so far. You don't have to be stoked for it, but maybe don't hate it till it comes out.
Yeah.
Like I think
Give it a
that's
chance. Give it a
Yeah,
chance.
exactly.
If
Don't
you,
go
if you
into
see it and
something-
you don't like it, then so be it.
Yeah, like don't go into something expecting to hate it. Like
Right.
try to be a little open minded.
All right, so
And the title card.
very nice. Okay, iconic Chewie and Han scene right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good stuff. Good
Yep,
stuff.
Good stuff. All right, so it's already tomorrow. Look at that, flipping switches, and he's got an Apple Apple Watch.
I think that might be a Samsung Gear actually.
Oh, yep. Ooh,
Hot.
Sims.
Anyway.
But I actually pointed this out to you earlier. Is that like seeing the console of the Falcon like this is almost like jarring, just because I've seen it for so long, the way that it's been heavily modified by Han and Chewie.
Yeah.
And that almost like gives Han and Chewie like a lot of credit for how like good mechanically they are.
Yeah, we're gonna get a shot later of them actually using the controls a little bit more. That I thought was really, really cool because
I was always just like, how does the Falcon like do that? Like, what are you doing to make it do that?
exactly.
So
we'll get to that.
Obviously, you can actually see it right here, like co-pilot.
Exactly.
This
And the
is,
wheel it
like-
looks like upside down to me.
Yeah, I don't know how it functions whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, if
but,
you look at if like any like 4 of you out there happen to be a NASCAR fan, like a lot of racing steering wheels come off, and that looks like when you pull a steering wheel off and just set it, like the side that you see, if you set the side down, that's what a steering wheel looks like unmounted. So it just looks really weird to
Yeah.
me, but like it's a spaceship. Like there's a hinge right there too, so who knows?
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
I've been running scams on the street since I was 10.
Okay, so correction. You said 9 earlier. He's been on the street since he was 9. He's been running
Regardless.
scams since 10.
The important part.
Either way, like it
the
was
im-
really young.
The important part of my point was that he's 19.
Right, but I could just feel that
Yeah.
people were going to tear
Oh,
you apart for that.
Yeah, I don't care. There's only 7 people
They
watching
said
it.
it was 10.
Again, Kasdan's words were loose. I mean, I guess again, that's not what Kasdan said, but 9, 10 doesn't
Right,
matter.
right.
He could be talking about a big game. He's Han Solo.
All right, so there's that speeder again. And now we have Amelia Clark sitting in
I was
the
gonna say that is
passenger
Amelia
seat.
Clark, right? Because that'd be really funny if he was just out on a hot date with someone, and
And he
it didn't
totally
go
like
well.
picked her up.
Yeah,
She does look like she's looking at him with some type of like
fear.
fear or kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It's like who is this? Like kind of like this like amazement, like
Yeah, perhaps.
like kind of like a like a cautious like I'm digging it type of thing, like type of attitude. I don't know.
yeah. We also get.
He seems like he's enjoying this. Oh,
I think she's smiling now too. Okay.
Yeah.
And also that shot. That's a Han Solo face.
Yeah.
Especially like when he first turns. Like try to go back like a frame or two.
Oh.
And it's so Han Solo, dude. I don't care what you say.
Yeah. Okay, so he's being pursued by some type of authority figure, I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's a good old Jet Moto right there. And one of my favorite things.
Is he in front of this car, or is this car him? Oh, no.
No,
okay,
he's
yeah,
the
yeah, there
taillights.
he
The
is,
red
okay.
taillights are up there. I love how many flips this guy does, by the way.
It's going. Okay, yeah. So.
Okay, here it comes. Here it comes.
Academy.
Okay, yeah. He
That's a
actually
good,
did,
like-
he actually did say something here, so let me back it up.
I was kicked out of the flight academy.
What is that, double?
That was a double, yeah.
To
And
the
look at
face.
the drift that he does with this speeder, dude.
That's impressive.
Masterful.
I'm going to point out that he I don't know, I guess he kind of hit the apex all right for a drift. And it it's a weird apex corner to begin with. Dude, that thing is pitched, though.
Yeah.
He just, like, sent it and almost died anyway.
Yeah, what are they over top of, by the way? Oh, it's
Oh, it's
over top
water.
of water.
Yeah.
So it's like went out onto like a pier or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna be a pilot.
Okay, see, this is very like he looks like this. Like if you had showed me like this screen alone, I would have thought like Lord of the Rings.
For sure.
Okay, we got that same Falcon interior,
And that
exterior
again,
shot.
too. This
Okay.
shot, that's definitely Kira. And this also looks very similar to the place we saw Woody Harrelson in the other trailer.
Right.
And
Here we
there
go,
those
here
are
we go.
again.
Yep. So now there's a whole bunch of these spiky mountain things, which actually seem to be protruding from the ground. Now that I'm looking at them.
Yeah, they kind of do look
So
like
it doesn't
that,
look
actually.
like they've actually been placed there. It looks like they're growing or they've been
Something's
forced up
pushing them
through
up.
the ground
Or
or
like,
something.
and maybe those hooks they were in some. Watch does not matter at all.
I know.
But like maybe they were pulled up through the ground.
I guess that might be it. Yeah.
I mean, just those hooks are weird. If
I just
there's
have no
not a
idea like
purpose
what
in-
these what purposes these could serve at all.
I still so hope that they don't serve any purpose.
I know.
It'd be hilarious.
I want to leave this movie going, what the hell?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm putting together a crew.
Okay, so this to me screams heist.
Oh yeah.
Putting
for
together a crew. So, okay, so Emilia Clarke come out of the Falcon.
Lando, I mean.
Lando Gambino right there.
Yep.
All right,
Yep.
yeah.
Childish Landino. Got a couple new characters there.
Yeah, okay, so we'll back up to this person here.
Like, I had the random thought of that maybe potentially being the woman that Han married. Like, she doesn't look exactly the same, most notably in the hair, but it would be interesting. I don't think that's the case.
No.
But, like, possibility.
Possibility. I think they already explored that. I don't think that they're going to bring that up in a movie. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It's totally possible that they would bring it up in a movie, though. Because it didn't happen in the comics. It was mentioned in the comics.
Right. I can see that.
So, like, again, 98% sure it's not her, but it's a possibility.
Yeah, and then we got this dude. If you actually watch closely, 4 arms right there.
Oh, yeah.
I did not notice that at all. That's a cool looking dude. I wonder what the heck is going on here. All right. Looks like some type of gambling is going on down there.
Yeah, this may be the shot where Han lays claim, or the scene where Han lays claim to the Falcon.
Yeah, really sweet. Really sweet.
You in?
Notice Chewie's not wearing his signature bandolier. He's now wearing 2. Different type of, like, on his other one, and his more classic one, he has boxes instead of these tubes, which look like giant shotgun shells here.
Yeah, they kind of do. They also just kind of look like jars of stuff.
They could be. Like, just
I mean, I
jars
doubt they
of,
are,
like,
but like the top left one just looks like a vial.
like salt and pepper.
The
Just
top-
seasonings, you know, or
Yeah.
spices.
Yeah, true.
Spices.
Oh, it is a Kessel.
Oh.
But this isn't Kessel.
Well,
I'm
this,
sure, but,
yeah, I'm sure
but
this
still,
planet
like,
isn't Kessel.
he could have stolen him on his way out, though.
Yeah, it's true.
That's yes.
Oh, I like the.
I'm excited to see like the personality in this droid because
Yeah.
Star Wars is always really good about giving the droids sometimes more personality than the humans.
Yeah, I would love another like K2.
Another K2
SO
or
girl.
another 000.
or a trip. Yeah.
I doubt he's anywhere near as murderous as 000. Did we get the same shots of that?
Okay, we got Emilia Clarke here.
Yeah. I'm not even going to say a lot about that.
Yeah. Okay. Han looks like he's about to get into
You
an
know,
old
yeah, no,
Western style.
that does look a little bit more fallen. Like, who's the
Yeah.
who's the dude in Destiny 1?
Um,
Dude, it looks like
he does look like that
he
dude. though.
really does.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. So who is this? Lando, I'm assuming.
Go back. He has a lot of inscriptions on the top of his helmet too.
Yeah.
I wonder. It's tough to tell in this shot if they're similar to the ones maybe on those like spires, but there's definitely something up there. I'd be curious to know what it says.
Okay. So we got somebody's face here. Not entirely sure. It doesn't look like Lando now that I'm looking at him, but I mean, it very well could be Lando.
Yeah,
Who
I got
knows?
nothing on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here's that. That was you were talking about
Yeah, this is the other shot I was mentioning with that train heist. It looks like
right here.
yeah, it looks like that looks like a car from the train, and go up to these little speeders. Like that actually looks like a human on top of that.
Yeah.
Like so, those look like much smaller
Look like
speeders.
like maybe they flew over top of the train and like
yeah, and
attached
then-
a tow
yeah,
cable. Or actually, it looks like this car has got it, and these people are trying to pull it back. Just
Oh,
from
you're right.
the way that it's pitched with
Yeah,
the ship.
Yeah, and like I think the ship is turning, but I don't know that it would flop that much though.
Right. And in this next scene, I think. Oh, actually, you can actually see that these people got.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, you can
It's
see it.
flowing that way.
Yep, there's actually you can see how it's attached.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
So it actually looks like.
So it looks like Spider-Man's on one of those speeders.
Yeah. Oh, you can actually see maybe right here. He's disengaging it.
Yeah, it could be.
And then, because you can actually see right here when it hits the bottom, it pulls all those speeders
Oh, yeah.
together.
Obviously, she's
Okay,
I
look-
might be the only one that knows who you really are, and I think this shot's really interesting because that's kind of a cliche line in movies to me, but I like Han's reaction to it. Notice I'm already calling him Han.
Right.
Weird, right? All you
Yeah.
gotta do is let it happen.
Yeah.
But his reaction is that he's like, haha, yeah, what's that? And then he's like, no, seriously, what is that? Who am I? Like, he's like, what do you know about me?
Yeah.
That's like the face he makes. Go ahead and play that through.
What you really are. What's that?
Yeah, he's like, by the end of this, he's like, oh God.
Yeah, it's like, wait, what? It looks like she's calling his bluff.
Right. Yeah, like he's putting on a game or whatever.
Yeah, and like,
that actually might be the scene where they first meet.
could be.
I don't know. Is that the same jacket that he was wearing in the car? Probably
In the
not.
car?
In the Kiar?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so there's that TIE fighter. Looks like those are actually blasters now.
Oh yeah, they're coming out of that part.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Though you could still go with a sensor array kind of thing, and maybe it's just they have that separate node for the gun to put it in the cockpit.
Yeah.
That's still possible, but yeah, this
True.
is
They just relocated the guns in order
Yeah,
to make
exactly.
room for something else. Yeah. Like there's no need to do that unless that ship has something else on it.
and
you know?
it is kind of leading the pack of TIE fighters. So
Yeah.
moving on.
Get ready.
I love this.
Oh yeah. So
Oh,
there
so-
we go. There we go.
When he twists that thing, if the shots line up that way in the movie, would that be the pitch? It could be the pitch because like he twists it and the ship barrel rolls.
Yeah.
Barrel.
Do a barrel roll.
We'd also like to point out the fact that this maneuver here is also done in the season 4, like the season. Tom, how do you say this again?
The mid-season trailer to season 4 of Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah, Hera does the same thing with the Ghost, and it looks really cool live action too.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a good shot of the Falcon, by the way, looking
all brand new.
all brand new and whatnot.
Like angular and looks like a guitar pick.
It does look like a guitar pick. Like cut to the clip we have here at the end
Of Hera.
of Hera. Yeah.
All right. So where are we at here? 20.
So like play that one full speed. Here's the maneuver one more time. And now let's cut to the end there.
Yep. So
yeah,
I mean,
literally,
it's,
literally like the same thing. But then I love this delivery.
yeah.
Thought we were in trouble there for a second, but it's fine. We're fine.
It's a very self-referential line, but how he says it is so good to me.
Oh, dude,
In
it's
that
so
face.
cocky. Yeah.
It's fine.
That one.
Yeah,
That's the one.
We're fine.
It's almost like he's trying to tell himself that we're fine
yeah,
at
he's-
the
yeah.
same time that he's telling everybody else.
100% not confident at all. And if there's anything I've learned from the comics is that Han's kind of a doof. he's like he balls so hard and he's talented, but he's kind of dumb. That's kind of what it comes down to.
Yeah.
It's why he's so charming though. It's why people are so afraid for the character to be messed up. Like
Right.
he's so endearing, but he definitely like doesn't make the best decisions.
No, I totally agree. Oh, and of course, we have to bring up what in the world is going on here. Like,
Yeah.
they've got lightning going in between these, like, suction tentacle things that are coming off of this. Like, what in the world is this thing?
Man, this ship has
Oh,
a
they
knack.
actually just broke one off right there.
Oh wow, yeah, they just ran right through that thing.
Oh, broke up another one.
Wow, I didn't notice that before.
It goes by so fast.
And that's that.
All right, guys. Those are both those trailers. So let us know what you think down in the comments. If what do you think about this movie? Are you excited? Are you gonna go see it day one like we are? You know, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Of course, do you. But make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos from us and Satellite Kids.
Bye bye.